most viewed news channel in the region. On YouTube, unmatched coverage. What's trending? Who are the biggest newsmakers of the day? What are the issues affecting people?
Center hand once again extended. Are you ready to agitate?
नोटिस लाइव सभी को मेरा शुक्रिया.
Watch Evening Prime every day at 7 p.m. only on Northeast Live. Northeast Live, the most viewed news channel in the region. On YouTube, unmatched coverage.
Evening Prime is brought to you by Misho, TVS Jupiter 125, Zada Se Bhi Zada, Vimal Ilaichi, Oil India Limited, Everyday Spices, Leah Agarbatti, TVS Apache RTR, and Himalaya Purifying Neem Face Wash, Pimple Free, Healthy Skin Ka Expert.
Violent mob sets a police station on fire in Assam's Batadrava following alleged custodial death of youth. Policemen thrashed, 3 arrested so far. All Arunachal Pradesh Students' Union elections turn violent. Multiple scuffles break out between supporters of candidates. Dramatic visuals come to fore. Union Home Minister Amit Shah on 2-day Arunachal visit. Home Minister Shah confident of resolution of Assam-Arunachal border dispute by 2023. List centers priority for the region. And Assam flood situation continues to be grim. Over 8 lakh people in 32 districts affected. Round-the-clock relief and rescue operations continue. A very good evening. You're watching Northeast Live. I am Pooja and we start the bulletin with a big story from Assam. Well, violent scenes were witnessed in states of Batadrava when a mob of 2,000 people took the law in their own hands, gherowed a police station and beat up the police personnel on duty following the death of fish seller who was in custody. Well, as you can see on your screens, the irate mob thrashed the police personnel on duty, poured fuel in the station premises and set it ablaze. So this is a big story at this point in time, viewers. Violent scenes were witnessed in Assam's Batadrava when a mob of 2,000 people took the law in their own hands, gherowed a police station and beat up the police personnel on duty following the death of fish seller who was in custody. And as you can see on your screens, the irate mob thrashed the police personnel on duty, poured fuel in the station premises, and set it ablaze. Well, two women had reportedly taken the initiative to set the police station ablaze. One of the women was even seen carrying a bottle filled with petrol and pouring it across the police station, while the other woman set it on fire. Well, both the women were helped by the mob. A large section of the police premises, including its armory, were reduced to ashes. It may be mentioned here that fish seller identified as Safiqul Islam was reportedly picked up by a team of Batadraba police in a drugged state last night. Well, he was later taken to a nearby health center for a medical checkup and brought to the police station. However, Safiqul passed away after his health condition deteriorated. It may be mentioned here that earlier there were allegations by the locals that police had demanded rupees 10,000 cash from Safiqul. However, when he refused to oblige, the police allegedly beat him up and arrested him. They further alleged Safiqul died of torture by police personnel. So these are the violent scenes that witnessed in Assam's Batadrava, and as you can see on your screens, the irate mob thrashed the police personnel on duty, poured fuel in the station premises and set it ablaze. Well, two women had reportedly taken the initiative to set the police station ablaze. One of the women, as you can see on your screens, one of the women was even seen carrying a bottle filled with petrol and pouring it across the police station, while the other women set it on fire. And both the women were helped by the mob. A large section of the police premises, including its armory, were reduced to ashes. It may be mentioned here that fish seller identified as Safiqul Islam was reportedly picked up by a team of Batadraba police in a drugged state last night, and he was later taken to a nearby health center for a medical checkup and brought to the station. However, Safiqul passed away after his health condition deteriorated. It may be mentioned here that earlier there were allegations by the locals that the police had demanded rupees 10,000 cash from Safiqul. However, when he refused to oblige, the police allegedly beat him up and arrested him. They further alleged that Safiqul died of torture by police personnel. And our Chief of Bureau, Arindam Das, spoke to Nagaon SP Leena Dole to know more on the matter. Well, speaking to Northeast Live, Leena Dole informed that about 3 to 5 persons have received injury in the incident, while 3 others have been arrested so far in connection to the case. Well, she added that the police is looking into the case thoroughly.
We are joined in by Nagaon SP, Leena Dole. Well, today there was an untoward incident which happened in Batadraba. Can you please brief us exactly what had transpired?
Last time there was a report of one person in intoxicated state lying on a road. So the OC had picked him up and kept him in the police station, and his family members were informed. In the morning, the family members came and gave him water and food to eat. And after that, the person said that he was not feeling well. So he was taken to the PHC nearby, from where he was referred to the Nagaon hospital. And at the hospital, the doctor informed that he is dead. And after that, there was a reaction from the relatives of the deceased person, and they had come to the police station and got out the police station. And soon after, they attacked the policeman on duty there and also set fire to the police station building house.
How many police personnel got injured in this incident?
Right now, more or less 3-4 people have been injured. You to see 2 persons have a little bit more injuries, and we have already arrested 3 persons who are seen involved in this incident.
Approximately what was the crowd? who attacked the police station?
From bystanders, we hear that it must have been around 400, 500 people.
Okay.
So we are not very confirmed. And once we take statements from our police personnel on duty at that time, we will be confirmed about the numbers.
So there are allegations that something foul play might have taken place, police demanding money. So are you also looking into that aspect?
Yes. We look into any issue of complaint against anyone. So if there are some foul play involved, we will look into it definitely, and we will take action according to that. We will also take action against all the miscreants who are involved in attacking the police.
So at the moment, how are you going ahead with the investigation, and what action has been taken so far?
So far, we have arrested 3 persons, and we are in the process of identifying the rest of the persons who were involved, and we will be picking them up soon.
Thank you very much.
All right, to get more details on the entire development, we'll be joined by our Chief of Bureau, Arindam Das, live to give us the latest on this big story. Well, Arindam, as violent scenes were witnessed in Assam's Batadrawa, so what transpired the entire event? Can you please brief us?
Yes, an untoward incident unfolded at Botodroba in Nagaon district of Assam, where a police station was set ablaze by a mob of around 500 people. The flashpoint was the death of a person in police custody. Now, there are 2 versions to this story. One is from the police side, and the other is from the irate mob, who have raised allegations that the person died in police custody, and there was some demand of money by the police personnel from this person. So this, according to the police version, last night one person was found in an intoxicated position, lying on a road, and he was then taken to the Botodroba police station by the OC of Botodroba police station, and he was kept there for the whole night. In fact, the police informed the family members last night that he has been picked up, and today morning the family members went to the police station, and according to police, he was offered food and water by the family members. But after some time, the person in police custody, he complained of medical conditions. He said that he was not feeling well. And at that time, he was taken to an FRU in that area. But the FRU said that he has to be referred to Nagaon Civil Hospital. So he was referred to Nagaon Civil Hospital, where the doctors declared him brought dead. Now, the death of this person's news has spread like wildfire in Botodroba, when immediately around 500 people gathered the Botodroba police station, and they set ablaze the police station. Apart from assaulting police personnel, according to police, 3 police personnel sustained injuries. 2 of them have sustained serious injuries, and also the police station was set on fire.
Right.
Now, the point of version by the irate mob is that the person was picked up and was demanded money by the police, and he died in police custody. So right now police is investigating the matter. So far 3 people have been arrested who have set ablaze the police station, and police is investigating the matter and is on the lookout for more people who were involved in this arson incident.
Absolutely, Arindam, as investigation is on, and locals have also alleged of a foul play in the entire incident. So, of course, the police is also going to look into that matter as well.
Yes, I have specifically asked the SP of Nagaon, Lina Dole, that there are allegations that foul play might have taken place. The police have also demanded money from this person who was uh, uh, who died in police custody. So all those aspects will be investigated by the police. But right now, the focus is on nabbing all the people who were involved in assaulting the police personnel, and also setting on fire the police station. So right now, police is going through various footages, whether they be from mobile footages, or even they are taking help from the media people who were present there from their cameras. So they are trying to identify each and every person who was involved in this violent incident and nab them as soon as possible.
All right. Thank you, Arindam, for giving us those details at this point in time. So, indeed, a big development there as violent scenes were witnessed in Assam's Batadrava when a mob of 2,000 people took the law in their own hands, gherowed a police station, and beat up the police personnel on duty following the death of fish seller who was in custody. With that, we take a short break. Stay tuned for more news.
Northeast Live, the most viewed news channel in the region. On YouTube, unmatched coverage.
চাওচোন কোন নতুন খেলুৱৈ আহিছে
বুজাই দিম আজি
মৰমেৰে বুজাম লাহে লাহে কৰি
তেওঁ আমাৰ মাত কথাই
এয়াতো আমাৰেই মাত কথা
মাত কথা যদি এক তেন্তে হৃদয়ও এক হোৱা উচিত বিমল কক ভাষা কেশৰী
ও বাহ
অভূতপূর্ব ভ্যারাইটি অপূর্ব মূল্য ডাউনলোড মিশো
आओ यहाँ बार बार खेलो झूमो कूदो यहाँ मस्ती में बड़े छोटे साथ आओ ऐश करो नाचो गाओ मस्ती में आओ यहाँ बार बार खेलो झूमो कूदो यहाँ मस्ती में
Northeast Live, the most viewed news channel in the region. On YouTube, unmatched coverage. Northeast Live, the most viewed news channel in the region. On YouTube, unmatched coverage.
চাওচোন কোন নতুন খেলুৱৈ আহিছে
বুজাই দিম আজি
মৰমেৰে বুজাম লাহে লাহে কৰি
তেওঁ আমাৰ মাত কথাই
এয়াতো আমাৰেই মাত কথা
মাত কথা যদি এক তেন্তে হৃদয়ও এক হোৱা উচিত বিমল কক ভাষা কেশৰী
Welcome back. On to the big story from Arunachal Pradesh now. Well, the elections for various organizational posts in the All Arunachal Pradesh Students' Union, or APSU, turned violent today, with supporters of candidates engaged in violent clashes. Well, warlike situation was witnessed on the streets of state capital Itanagar as supporters of candidates clashed among themselves during the third day election of students' body. In the first instance, clashes erupted between supporters of two APSU candidates who are in fray for the post of General Secretary. Later, clashes were also witnessed between supporters of two candidates running for the president's post. Additional police personnel had to be called in to contain the situation. As per the inputs, around 5 p.m., clashes broke out between supporters of Meje Taku and Akyong Yangfo, both of whom are running for the president's post. An earlier scuffle took place between supporters of Marge Riba and Ritum Tali, both of whom are contesting for the post of General Secretary. So, violent clash between supporters of candidates running for various posts in APSU. Dramatic visuals coming in from Itanagar. It's a big story at this point in time, viewers, from the state of Arunachal Pradesh, and the visual speaks it all. The elections of various organizations for the post of All Arunachal Pradesh's Students' Union, the supporters of the various candidates engaged in violent clashes. Warlike situation was witnessed on the streets of state capital Itanagar as supporters of candidates clashed among themselves during the third day election of students' body. All right, we have reactions coming in from one of the candidates running for the president's post, Akyong Yangpo. Let's listen in.
एग्जैक्टली क्या हुआ और कैसे शुरुआत हुआ आपका तरफ से कुछ क्लैरिफाई देना चाहूँगा।
एग्जैक्टली ऐसा हुआ था, कुछ डेलीगेट डेलीगेट अंदर जा रहा था वोटिंग मारने के लिए। जस्ट वहाँ से हम जस्ट रिटर्न आ रहा था तो वहाँ से देखा कुछ ग्रुप जो आ रहा था, तो कुछ मैंने जेट प्लस सिक्योरिटी ऐसा स्टाइल में पुलिस लोग मैंने पुलिस टाइप का जेट प्लस सिक्योरिटी टाइप का आ रहा था, तो हम तो आगे निकल गए। तो कुछ थोड़ा सा एक दो वोट करने में मुझे तक जो बुकिंग शुरू कर दी, वो कैंडिडेट है ना गैंग का लीडर, वो हमको समझ में नहीं आता है। देखिए आप जो इंटेलेक्चुअल प्लेटफॉर्म है, यहाँ में एक आपसू प्रेसिडेंट कैंडिडेट जो बुकिंग मार के घूमना, ये बिल्कुल गलत बात है। और ऐसा कुछ रिलायबल सोर्सेस सुना है कि ये जो अरुण सबनश्री होटल में दाऊ है, रोड है, लकड़ी है, क्या है ये सब ना, बंदूक रखा हुआ है, ऐसा सुना है। ये चीज जो मेरा जो मानना ये है कि आप कॉन्फ्रेंस में प्लीज शेयर कीजिएगा। और मेरा कुछ वेल विशर्स लोग को, मेरा सपोर्टर्स लोग को सुना है, मैंने कुछ चाकू से न दाऊ से कहता है बोला, तो ये सब आगे नहीं करने चाहिए के। और एफआईआर तो मैंने कर दिया है,
आपकी तरफ से एफआईआर कर दिया।
एफआईआर हम भेज दिया, अभी जस्ट अभी भेजा है, वो चला गया कि मेरा ग्रुप को अटैक किया है, मारा है, कुछ वेपन्स भी यूज किया गया। तो ऐसा मैंने एफआईआर कर दिया है। और अब जैसे प्लेटफॉर्म में एक गुंडागर्दी ऐसा स्टाइल में नहीं करने चाहिए, ये कंडेमेबल मैसेज होगा।
All right, our Itanagar correspondent Meme Mangfi joins us live to give us the latest on the big development. But just to tell our viewers, once again, we'll go to our Itanagar correspondent Meme Mangfi shortly. All right, we'll be joined by Meme Mangfi live there. Well, Meme, what is happening? What went wrong? How this Apsu election turned violent?
Well, yes. Right now, I'm here at a spot where the fight actually started hours ago. Before the fight situation, the scenario was that both the presidential candidate Meji Taku and Akyong Yongfo, whose Tawang delegation were on the way to cast the vote. It's been reported Akyong Yongfo is also running for the presidential post. He's almost half of the candidate have cast the vote, but while Meji Taku, who took the Tawang delegates while they were on the way to bring them here at the spot to cast the vote. So that's when they arrive at the spot, that's when how the party meet each other, and that's how the fight erupted.
All right. Now, Meme, my next question to you is, has any FIR or counter FIR been lodged? Anyone detained so far?
Well, yes, the team, the Akyung Yongfo, who is also one of the president candidate, he have from his team, he have already filed for FIR already. But now the situation is that it's come here. The situation is almost fine now. But now both the candidate have been. If you can see towards my right side, that's the gate of the Gampa Mandir. That's where both the candidates are right now at this time. Right, both the candidates are present inside that talk. Erupted and what happened, what actually happened, and let the delegates let this process of vote be run smoothly and successfully. That's thing they are discussing inside that gate
All right.
with the presence of all the capital SP and the police force.
Right. Now, Meme, student body elections are always said to be very disciplined. But what are the APSU candidates saying? What exactly went wrong? What are they saying at this point in time? You had a word with some of the candidates as well.
Yes, I did spoke with some of the candidates and also the supporters and the people over here present at the spot. It's everything. The reaction is coming mixed right now. Some are saying that the fight started because of the Akyong Yongfor team. Some other are saying that the fight started because of Major Taku team, and some says that it always happened between two district, East Coming district, when both of the candidates are themselves. Both of the candidates themselves are from one district, that's East Coming district. So that's how it's right now. It's all a mixed reaction.
All right. Now, Meme, has additional police personnel been deployed there? All right, Meme, if you can hear me, my question to you is, has additional police personnel been deployed there?
Sorry, I can't hear. I can't hear.
All right. Meme, my question to you was, as this situation turned violent, so to see that no untoward incident takes place in near future, has additional police personnel been deployed there?
I'm sorry.
All right, we are having connection problem, but this is indeed a big development at this point in time, as FIR has been lodged as per what our Itanagar correspondent had just mentioned, and this indeed is a big development coming in from Arunachal Pradesh, as APSU polls have turned violent, has taken shape into a violent, chaotic situations witnessed in Arunachal Pradesh, where the elections for various organizational posts in the All Arunachal Pradesh Students Union, or APSU, turned violent today, with supporters of candidates engaging in violent clashes. And with that, we take a short break. Stay tuned for more news.
What's trending? Who are the biggest newsmakers of the day? What are the issues affecting people?
Center hand once again extended. Are you ready to agitate?
नॉर्थ लाइव सभी को मेरा शुक्रिया.
Watch Evening Prime every day at 7 p.m. only on Northeast Live.
সাধারণ স্টিল এনেকৈ পৰে মাইথন স্টিল এনেকৈ পৰে ধমকৈ
আনন্দৰ উৎসৱ বিহু আহিছে ঘৰে ঘৰে আহাৰৰ সোৱাদ জাগিছে Everyday Spices wishes you a happy Bihu.
Everyday Spice. आओ यहाँ बार बार खेलो झूमो कूदो यहाँ मस्ती में बड़े छोटे साथ आओ ऐश करो नाचाओ मस्ती में आओ यहाँ बार बार खेलो झूमो कूदो यहाँ मस्ती में
What's trending?
Welcome back. And before moving to some other stories, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Violent mob sets police station on fire in Assam's Batadrava following alleged custodial death of youth. Policemen trashed, 3 arrested so far. All Arunachal Pradesh Students' Union elections turn violent. Multiple scuffles break out between supporters of candidates. Dramatic visuals come to the fore. Union Home Minister Amit Shah on 2-day Arunachal visit. Home Minister Shah confident of resolution of Assam-Arunachal border dispute by 2023. List centers priority for the region. And Assam flood situation continues to be grim. Over 8 lakh people in 32 districts affected. Round-the-clock relief and rescue operations continue. Shifting focus to some more big stories now. Well, Union Home Minister Amit Shah today said that he was very hopeful that the interstate border dispute between Assam and Arunachal Pradesh will be resolved before the end of 2023. While addressing a gathering during the Golden Jubilee celebrations of Ramakrishna Mission School at Deomali in Tirap district, Shah said while 60% of interstate border dispute between Assam and Meghalaya has been resolved peacefully, he hoped that by the end of 2023, the border dispute between Arunachal and Assam will also be resolved.
सालों से मेघालय और अरुणाचल की, अब मेघालय और असम की सीमाओं के बीच में जो समस्या थी, उसका भी 60% से ज्यादा डिस्प्यूट एरिया को आज शांति के साथ सुलझा दिया गया। और मुझे आशा है अरुणाचल और असम की सीमाओं की समस्या भी 2023 के पहले पहले इसका भी हमेशा के लिए हम समाधान ढूंढेंगे।
Well, Home Minister Amit Shah said that the MHA has prepared the agenda of development of Northeast in 3 parts. Well, Shah added that before Prime Minister Narendra Modi took over in 2014, there was no proper plan in place for development of Northeast.
और मोदी जी ने 2014 से हमारे उत्तर पूर्व को अनेक समस्याओं से ग्रस्त नॉर्थ ईस्ट को बदलने का शुरुआत किया है। आज 2014 से 2022 की ये यात्रा में 8 साल में मोदी जी ने दिल्ली और नॉर्थ ईस्ट के बीच में जो अंतर था उसको समाप्त कर दिया। आज तक कोई भी प्रधानमंत्री 50 बार नॉर्थ ईस्ट में नहीं आया है। मोदी जी 8 साल में 50 से ज्यादा बार नॉर्थ ईस्ट के अलग अलग राज्यों की मुलाकात। आज तक किसी भी प्रधानमंत्री ने नई शिक्षा नीति के तहत, राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति के तहत नॉर्थ ईस्ट की भाषाओं की चिंता नहीं की। देश के प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने नॉर्थ ईस्ट की भाषाओं की चिंता की है और नई शिक्षा नीति के तहत उनको प्राथमिक शिक्षा उस भाषा में देने की शुरुआत भी की है। चाहे एयर कनेक्टिविटी से जोड़ना हो, चाहे रेल कनेक्टिविटी से जोड़ना हो, चाहे रोड कनेक्टिविटी से जोड़ना हो, हजारों लाखों करोड़ के इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के प्रोजेक्ट नॉर्थ ईस्ट के लिए देकर इस हिस्से को भारत के साथ एक आत्मीय लगाव खड़ा करने का काम देश के प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने किया है कि 8 साल के अंदर 9,000 से ज्यादा युवा जो रास्ता भटक गए थे, हाथ में हथियार लेकर अपने ही देश के सामने युद्ध का ऐलान किए हुए थे, हथियार डालकर आज मुख्य धारा में सम्मिलित होकर भारत के विकास के लिए काम कर रहे हैं। हमारा मणिपुर बंद और ब्लॉकेड के कारण 365 में से 200 दिन गतिविधियां बंद रहती थी। वहां पर आज 5 साल हमारी सरकार को हो गए, छठा साल चल रहा है। 6 साल में ना एक भी बंद हुआ है, ना ब्लॉकेड हुआ है। बोडोलैंड की समस्या को इतने सालों के बाद सरलता से सुलझाने का काम देश के प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने किया। त्रिपुरा के हथियारी ग्रुपों को हथियार डलवाने का काम नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार ने किया है। भ्रू शरणार्थियों की समस्या को स्थायी समाधान देने का काम नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार ने किया है। कार्बी जिलों का शांतिपूर्ण समाधान अभी अभी गृह मंत्रालय में मेरी उपस्थिति में इसका समाधान ढूंढ लिया।
And while the Union Home Minister also lauded the indomitable spirit of the state of Arunachal Pradesh, which has always upheld the Indian ethos, even in the face of challenges.
मित्रों, अरुणाचल एक ऐसा प्रदेश है जिसने कई संकट झेले, परंतु भारत के साथ अपना आत्मीय रिश्ता हमेशा के लिए बनाए रखा है। और इसलिए जब जब भी अरुणाचल आते हैं, यहां से एक ऊर्जा और देशभक्ति के संस्कार लेकर ही वापस जाते हैं।
Meanwhile, Union Home Minister Amit Shah also laid the foundation stone for 51-feet bronze statue of Lord Parshuram in Parshuram Kund at Lohit. The Union Home Minister was greeted by a group of cultural heads. Well, Shah also inaugurated a 5-feet-tall idol of Parshuram, following which he addressed a mega gathering. Well, Shah was accompanied by Union Law Minister Kiran Rijiju and Arunachal Chief Minister Pema Khandu. Shifting focus now, in a shocking instance of hit and run, a car in Guwahati rammed at least 5 vehicles this afternoon. As per reports, the speeding car rammed 3 cars from Ganesh Mandir area to Ganeshguri. Along the way, one scooter and a motorbike were also knocked down by the vehicle. The vehicle finally halted after it collided at the flyover pillar. The incident stirred chaos in the entire locality.
কেখন মাৰিছে ড্ৰাইভাৰটো ক'ত গ'ল ইয়াৰ ড্ৰাইভাৰটো ক'ত গ'ল ইয়াতে আছে
On to Meghalaya now. The 27th convocation of Northeastern Hill University, Shillong, was held today, which was attended by Union Minister of Education, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Dharmendra Pradhan, as the chief guest. A total of 15,955 students were conferred degrees by the Central University, which include 117 PhDs, 8 MPhil, 1,559 postgraduate degrees and 14,271 bachelor degrees. The convocation ceremony was presided over by NEHU Vice Chancellor Professor P.S. Shukla, who admitted the candidates to their respective degrees. Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, while delivering the convocation address, congratulated the graduating students and urged them to contribute towards the society as they walk out of the educational space.
And also let me congratulate all the passed out students of last 2 years due to pandemic. The convocation ceremony could not have been organized. It's my luck. I get opportunity to meet all of you. As my great owner said, it is your state. Now you are getting into new life. All your good memories with this campus today here. Now responsibility, new kind will start. I wish all success in your life, in your new life.
On the other hand, Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma, who attended the convocation as the guest of honor, urged upon the students to contribute towards nation building.
In government, we are very scheme oriented. It should not be. Scheme is a means to the end, which is a mission and a purpose, which is to help the farmers to make things grow, agricultural production to go up. And the reason I'm telling you this is because even when it comes to our education, we must remember that it is the holistic picture we are doing. What is our purpose? Are we here to get a degree or give degrees? Or are we here to create responsible citizens of our country? Are we here to create and make physically, emotionally, and spiritually strong citizens for our state and our country? Are we here to show?
All right, staying with Meghalaya, the Khasi Students' Union and all Nehu Workers' Union staged a protest at entrance of university demanding implementation of inner line permit and regularization of casual workers. The protest was staged on a day Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan was at the Northeastern Hill University to attend its 27th convocation. It's a big story at this point in time, viewers, from Meghalaya. The Khasi Students' Union and all Nehu Workers' Union staged a protest at the entrance of university demanding implementation of inner line permit and regularization of casual workers. And the protest was staged on a day when Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan was at the Northeastern Hill University to attend its 27th convocation. With that, we take a short break. Stay tuned for more news.
Northeast Live, the most viewed news channel in the region. On YouTube, unmatched coverage.
চাওচোন কোন নতুন খেলুৱৈ আহিছে
বজাই দিম আজি
মৰমেৰে বুজাম লাহে লাহে কৰি
তেওঁ আমাৰ মাত কথাই কয়
এয়াতো আমাৰেই মাত কথা যদি এক তেন্তে হৃদয়ো এক হোৱা উচিত বিমল কক ভাষা কেচৰি
সাধাৰণ ষ্টীল এনেকৈ পৰে মাইথন ষ্টীল এনেকৈ পৰে ধমকৈ
आओ यहाँ बार बार खेलो झूमो कूदो यहाँ मस्ती में बड़े छोटे साथ आओ ऐश करो नाचो गाओ मस्ती में आओ यहाँ बार बार खेलो झूमो कूदो यहाँ मस्ती में
Northeast Live, the most viewed news channel in the region. On YouTube, unmatched coverage.
Welcome back, and we have a breaking news at this point in time, viewers. In what has come as a major relief for commuters, the centre has reduced the central excise duty on both petrol and diesel, thereby bringing down the fuel rates across the country. Well, this was announced by Union Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in a series of tweets. So breaking news at this point in time, viewers, and what has come as a major relief for commuters, the centre has reduced the central excise duty on both petrol and diesel, thereby bringing down the fuel rates across the country. And this was announced by Union Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in a series of tweets. Well, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma has been rated as one of the most popular chief ministers of India, closely followed by his Kerala counterpart Pinarayi Vijayan, as per the latest IANS C Voter survey. Well, C Voter conducted a year-long extensive assessment across 4 states and 1 union territory, namely West Bengal, Kerala, Assam, Tamil Nadu, and Union Territory of Puducherry, that went to polls last year to ask a series of questions on a wide range of issues. Well, during the survey, the respondents were asked to rate the performance of chief ministers of their respective states. In the case of Assam, more than 43% of the respondents said that they were very much satisfied with the performance of Himanta Biswa Sharma, while in the case of Kerala and Tamil Nadu, more than 41% expressed the same sentiment. It may be recalled that Himanta Biswa Sharma had resigned from the Congress to join the BJP in 2015. He played a pivotal role in BJP, winning the 2016 Assembly elections in Assam for the first time in electoral history of the state. Well, Sharma was also the star campaigner of BJP in 2021 Assembly elections, in which the BJP-led alliance went on to register a resounding victory and form the government with absolute majority. The poll was conducted on a daily basis for the last 12 months after these chief ministers took charge of their respective offices following the fiercely contested assembly election last year. And shifting focus to the flood update now. Well, Dima Hasao in Assam is slowly limping back to normalcy after battling for devastating floods and landslides for almost nearly a week. While the Indian Air Force, NDRF, SDRF, as well as other agencies are engaged in rescue and relief efforts, the state government is also making efforts to help the affected people. State Disaster Management Minister Jogen Mohan took stock of the situation in the Hill District and also visited relief camps set up under the Maibang subdivision. Interacting with the inmates at the relief camps, Mohan assured that the state government is actively working with the NC Hill Autonomous Council to deal with the situation to ensure that people do not suffer.
যিটো ভয়াবহ দৃশ্য দেখিলো তাতে যি ধ্বংসলীলা এইটো সঁচাকৈ এইটো অকণমান টাইম লাগিব তথাপিতো ৰেলৱে ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্টে কাম আৰম্ভ কৰি দিছে আজিৰ পৰা আমি দেখি আছো কাম আৰম্ভ কৰিছে তেওঁলোকক একমাহ সময় দিছে কিন্তু আমি ভাবো একমাহ যদি জোৰদাৰ দিন ৰাত ৱাৰ পুটিঙত কাম কৰে ষ্টেচনটো অকণমান আহিব ইউজেবল হ'বগৈ মই যিটো দেখিছো আৰু ইয়াতে ৰাস্তা পদূলি মই ৰিলিফ কেম্পবিলাকত ঘূৰিছো ৰাস্তা পদূলি মেজৰ মানে হেৰি হৈছে ডেমেজ হৈছে ৰাস্তা পদূলি অলপ টাইম লাগিব এতিয়া আমি মাত্ৰ আমাৰ মুভেবল যিটো ৰাস্তা আমি হাফলঙলৈকে যোৱাৰ এটা ব্যৱস্থা ইতিমধ্যে আমাৰ পিডব্লিউ ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্ট NSI নাহাই এইবিলাক কাম লাগি আছে আজিও আমাৰ গুৱাহাটীৰ পৰা আমাৰ কমিশনাৰ ছেক্ৰেটাৰী স্পেচিয়েল আহিছে তেওঁ আছে ৰাস্তাটো যাতে আমাক লাগে কানেক্টিভিটিটো হাফলং হ'ব লাগিব আৰু আমি তাতে বহুত যে খাদ্য সামগ্ৰী যাতে নাটনি হয় তাৰ কাৰণে এতিয়াতো আমি হেলিপেডৰ ওপৰত বিমানৰ যোগেদি এতিয়া চলি আছে আৰু এইখিনি কণ্টিনিউ হৈ থাকিব ইয়াতে ডিমা হাছাওবাসী ৰাইজ কোনো অসুবিধা পাবলৈ নিদিয়ে চৰকাৰে মুখ্যমন্ত্ৰী মহোদয়ে বাৰে বাৰে খবৰ লৈ আছে কি হৈছে কি নাই কি ডেমেজ আছে বুলি মই অকল গড়কাপ্তান বিভাগৰ এডিশ্যনেল চিফ ইঞ্জিনিয়াৰ খবৰ দিয়া মতে 100 কোটি ওপৰ টকা অকল হাফলং মেইন ৰাস্তাবিলাক 28টা ৰাস্তা ইতিমধ্যে শেষ হৈ গৈছে বহুত গৈছে আৰু গাঁৱৰ ভিতৰৰ খবৰটো আহিবলৈ আছেই আমাৰ যি বৰ্ডাৰ মণিপুৰ বৰ্ডাৰ আমাৰ যি আছে নাগালেণ্ড বৰ্ডাৰ যিকেইটা আমাৰ কাউন্সিলৰ যিকেইটা LAC আছে তাৰ পৰাতো খবৰ অহাই নাই তাতে মানুহ গৈ পাইছেহে খোজকাঢ়ি গৈ আৰু BSFৰ যোগেদি খবৰ খাতি লোৱা হৈছে তাতে খাদ্য সামগ্ৰী কিছু অকণমান প্ৰয়োজন হ'ব বুলি কৈছে যদি তাতে ৰাস্তা নোলাই গৈ আমি হেলিপেডৰ যোগেদিও তাতে আমি খাদ্য সামগ্ৰী যোগান ধৰিব লাগিব এতিয়া আমি ইয়াতে বিশুদ্ধ খোৱা পানী খাবই লাগিব কাৰণ স্বাস্থ্যৰ কথা আছে মানুহৰ বেমাৰ আজাৰ হ'ব পাৰে লেতেৰা পানী সেৱন কৰিলে গতিকে আমি SDOক মই ইয়াত কৈছোঁ মাইবঙত আৰু মই তাতো কৈ আহিছোঁ হাফলঙত যাতে বিশুদ্ধ খোৱা পানী যোগান ধৰে কিনি হ'লেও খুৱাব লাগিব পানীটো আমাৰ সেইটো ইমান বেছি কষ্টলি নহয় পানীটো আৰু যিকেইটা পাহাৰৰ পৰা পানী আহি আছে যি 7 টেংক আছিলে আমি আৰু 2টামান টেংক বহাই দিবলৈ কৈছোঁ ডিচিক তাৰ কাৰণে আমি যিখিনি গভৰ্ণমেণ্টৰ পৰা ফাইনেন্সিয়েলি হেল্প কৰিব লাগে লজিষ্টিক আমি কৰি আছোঁ
Meanwhile, Maibang SDO Pallav Majumdar said that all the required facilities are being provided to the inmates at the relief camps. According to the official, at least 1,000 people have been rendered homeless.
আমাৰ এতিয়া একচুয়ালি 5টা ৰিলিফ কেম্প মাইবং লাংটিং লৈ পেলাই প্ৰায় 1000 মান মানুহ ৰিলিফ কেম্পত আছে আৰু এনে আমাৰ একচুয়ালি ক্ষতিগ্ৰস্তটো যদি চাই আপুনি প্ৰায় 2500 to 3000 মান মানুহ ক্ষতিগ্ৰস্ত হৈছে বাকিখিনি বহুত মানুহ তেওঁলোকৰ নিজৰ ৰিলেটিভৰ ঘৰতে আছে ৰিলিফ কেম্পখিনিত আমি আমাৰ মেনুৱেল মতে যিখিনি তেওঁলোকক সুবিধা দিব লাগে গোটেইখিনি সুবিধা দি থকা হৈছে মেডিকেল হওক বা অন্যান্য যিখিনি সুবিধা লাগে পানীৰ গোটেইখিনি আমি দি আছোঁ এতিয়া চাই লওঁ কি হয় বৰষুণটো অকণমান এতিয়া কমিছে দেখা যাওক কি হয়
While a flood situation remains to be grim with 32 districts severely affected by floods and landslide, over 8 lakh people have been hit by nature's fury, with 14 lives lost so far. And while news and updates continue on Northeast Live, so stay tuned for more news. Thank you.
What's trending?